Hi, I'm meeting British associate Marco today. Marco is the kind of guy who always knows what to share with people, and he has lots of ideas. You know what I'm talking about. Let's see.
Hey Sabrina,
Marco.
Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, so nice to see you again. Yeah, Marco is the general manager of Yingke Matrix.
Fantastic.
Okay, Marco, you know, I really appreciate you taking the time to do this with me.
So, no problem.
You know, this is my first ever episode of Zap Salon with Entrepreneur series.
Wow.
I wouldn't know how it would go. I'm a little excited and a little nervous, but I'm happy that you take me here. I feel calm already.
Yeah, no problem actually. This is, you know, when you lead in a team, you know, I find that if you're basically leading this team and you're not leading, then no one's going to follow you. You can't. So I think what I do sometimes, I come here and I just like focus on the water, you know, and I just try to calm down, you know. And I guess like Tai Chi taught that you actually have to listen to the person inside you, right? So, you know, I try to listen. Yeah,
you know what, I'm very excited to learn a lot about your life philosophy, your passion and your purpose in life. Marco, I wanted to be really honest with you. You know, I've always been trying to figure out who I really am in the past. That's why I'm doing this show, to really find inspiration from different entrepreneurs, to learn more about their life passion and purpose and philosophy. And I'm so happy that you are doing this with me.
It's a pleasure. And because I find I have to be very focused, you know, because if you're a leader and you're not focused, then your team is not focused, right?
Right.
And the thing is, of course, so I just come here and I look at this pond and I try and relax, and I really just close my eyes sometimes. And I just like really just focus on something. Like I'm trying to focus on something, like what I have to do next, you know, who's going to do it and things like that, right? And then I know all the people in my movie in my head, who they are and what they're doing, right? So I have like, you know, this very clear picture. So
this is basically your medication spot.
Yeah, just to relax, you know, and focus, you know. Because I'm not focused, they're not focused, you know. If you can make it in China, right, you can make it anywhere, you know. Because China's not easy.
It's very profound.
Yeah, because when I get back to when I have to go to the meeting in the morning, right, I have to do it normally in Chinese. So I have to also think of what the Chinese is.
Hi guys, this is Marco. Marco is the managing director of Yingke Matrix, Yingke Waifu, and he's also the Shanghai vice president of the Exclusive Executive Society. I'm so glad that I finally booked a whole afternoon with Marco, and thanks for your time with us.
No problem.
All right, so I've been really eager to figure out more about your life stories, your passion in life, and your life philosophy. So let's see what we can explore today. All right, so how about let's first talk about your journey in China. Say, what brought you to China?
Well, initially I came to set up a Deutsche Bank in China, and then after that I set up a corporation in China that helped foreign companies enter into the Chinese market. And then we realized we needed a media company, so we set up a media company called Brand Asia, and we also set up Rage Studios at the same time. And we had lots of different brands that we were doing business with, like Taylor Swift, and also a lot for Disney and Star Wars. And then, our studio was being quite successful, as in doing a lot of shoots for Taylor Swift and different brands. We also helped her to bring her concert to China, and I guess it was fun in some regards. I was also a judge for Miss China, and so when you come to China, you can't copy paste what you did before. You have to try to do something different.
Let's now talk about the market trend.
Yeah, we have more and more companies coming into China, but they're very big ones and very interesting ones. That we're going to clean up the rivers in the whole world, you know, this company. So they're just big vision thinkers. And
it's really interesting to hear you saying that.
I think that in my sector, you know, company registration and setting up your companies in China. And it's no problem. We have many clients coming in, you know. So the right procedure, of course, then is to set up an entity here and be the legal representative of the company, and then you can get a visa to come in. Anyone can do it. You don't need any documents, just like a couple of documents notarized, which will take a couple of months, right? You're just bringing we are helping you to bring your goods to China. Great, yeah. So this is one of our divisions that we have a lot of our team about you today. This is actually Jenny, and Jenny is he does all our media law meetings and stuff like that, like Jack. And this is Ava.
Hi.
And that's Sarah. She does Europe over there. I think one of the things that we learned to, you know, kind of encourage your team to, you know, come play some sports. So not everyone has their own basketball court, right, you know. And get your team to play something that's a team game, like basketball. So you always know who to pass the ball to.